Interesting facts about the hippopotamus. The hippopotamus is a giant animal with aggressive behavior. It is known as one of the most dangerous and largest semi-aquatic mammals in Africa and lives in the areas near the rivers and lakes of Black Africa. Contrary to its appearance, the hippopotamus has a close relationship with the whale in terms of historical background, and it has certain behavioral characteristics, appearance characteristics, and a lifestyle that many people are surprised to hear. Types of hippos in general. There are two types of hippos, which are the common hippo makes up the majority of the hippo population on the African continent. The pygmy hippopotamus, which is an isolated species found in the forests of West Africa, is currently in danger of extinction. The common hippopotamus has a large population that is scattered in its natural range, but things like hunting and habitat loss have caused the number of this animal to decrease significantly compared to the past. The appearance of the hippopotamus. The giant hippopotamus has a body like a big gray barrel, which reaches 5 meters in length and weighs more than 4 tons, and it is a little difficult to imagine that 2 pairs of short legs can support this huge weight. One of the distinctive features of this animal is having a large jaw, in which 2 long ivory-like teeth stand out. The length of these teeth reaches half a meter, and the weight of each one reaches 3 kilograms, and the animal uses them in fighting. Due to the fact that the hippo spends most of its life resting in the water, its body shape has found a good adaptation to aquatic life. For example, it has 4 toes on each foot, which help the animal in swimming and walking on the slippery ground of the beach. The eyes, ears, and nostrils of this animal are also located on top of its head, making it able to see, hear, and breathe when its body is immersed in water and keeping itself cool under the burning sun. Behavioral characteristics of the hippopotamus. The hippopotamus is one of the largest and most feared animals in Africa, and both males and females exhibit aggressive behavior. This animal lives in small herds of 10 to 20 members, consisting of female hippos and their children, and a dominant male takes the leadership of the herd. The group leader fiercely protects the group from raiders and other male hippos. This animal opens its big mouth and shows its teeth to scare its enemies. If the attacker is not afraid of its appearance and awesomeness, they will fight and cause serious damage to each other. A hippopotamus spends up to 18 hours a day in water to cool down. This animal usually enters the land at night and looks for food, then goes into the water again the next morning. The habitat of the hippopotamus. In the past, the hippopotamus lived in European and Asian lands as well, but its current habitat is limited to Africa, especially the southern regions of the Great African Sahara. The hippopotamus always lives near water and meadows in seasonal wetlands to spend days in water and swamps and feed on land at night. This animal is usually found in deep and quiet rivers and lakes in eastern and southern Africa, and a few are isolated in western Africa. Despite the large number of hippos, the population of this animal has decreased a lot compared to the past, and one of the main reasons is the destruction of its natural habitats due to human encroachment. Hippopotamus food. Despite having sharp and long teeth, the hippopotamus is a herbivorous animal that feeds on various types of grass that grow in the plains relatively close to water. During the night, when a hippopotamus comes ashore, it may walk up to 5 kilometers to reach its food sources along a path previously marked with feces. The strange thing is that this animal does not use its ivory-shaped teeth to eat but instead uses strong lips to grab grass and cheek teeth to chew plants. Contrary to its large body, the hippopotamus eats only 40 kilograms of food during the night because it needs very little energy to stay immersed in water. This animal may attack and destroy crops, especially rice, in areas close to residential areas. The enemy of the hippopotamus, the adult hippopotamus, is one of the largest mammals on the African continent and is not usually killed by wildlife hunters due to its size and strength. However, some wild animals, such as lions, hyenas, and crocodiles, still prey on young or sick hippos, and one of the reasons female hippos live in herds is to frighten hungry carnivores. One of the most important enemies of the hippopotamus, which has caused a significant decrease in the population of this animal, are humans, who are considered a serious threat to it due to the destruction of natural habitats and the hunting of hippopotamus. Birth of a hippopotamus. The gestation period of a hippopotamus is about 8 months, and a female hippopotamus gives birth to a baby at each birth, which usually occurs during the rainy season. Mating and giving birth to this animal, like its other activities, are usually done in water, but in some cases, baby hippos have been born on land. A mother hippo is extremely careful about the safety of her baby and carries it on her back to keep it away from harm. A baby hippopotamus is usually weaned at around 18 months of age, but it stays with its mother until it is fully grown and leaves her at around 7 or 8 years of age. After this period, the males act independently and go after their own lives, but the females join the herd, although, contrary to this apparently social behavior, they do not have much of a relationship with each other. The lifespan of a hippopotamus. The lifespan of a hippopotamus is about 40 to 50 years. Endangered hippopotamus. The hippopotamus is currently known as a vulnerable species in its natural environment, although this animal has a large population in many areas, especially the southern and eastern regions of Africa. And this number is decreasing in many African countries. Interesting facts about hippos. Despite its appearance, the hippo is closely related to the whale. It seems that the history of both goes back to a common ancestor that lived on the planet about 54 million years ago. The hippopotamus has a big head that makes up about a third of its body weight. The hippo's mouth is very wide and opens up to 150 degrees, revealing its large, ivory-like teeth, each of which weighs about 3 kilograms. Hippos do not sweat due to their skin type, so their skin dries easily when exposed to air. This issue does not cause a problem when the animal is in the water, but when it needs to get out of the water, the glands in its skin secrete a kind of pink, oily substance that not only prevents the animal from getting sunburned but also has anti-inflammatory properties. Bacteria help disinfect wounds and prevent infection in dirty water. Contrary to the opinion of many people who think that the hippo can't walk at high speed on the ground due to its short and rough legs, the speed of this animal when running reaches 45 km per hour. Since in some areas the hippopotamus is forced to attack farmers' crops due to the destruction of its habitat, this animal is considered a kind of pest. The hippopotamus is very aggressive and is considered by many to be one of the most dangerous mammals in Africa. The attack of this animal on people, especially fishermen, is not far from expected.